Hi folks, it's Anne from Reveille Artistry. Today I'm going to go a bit different. I'm going to make 3 small vases. The reason I'm doing this is because my husband grew a load of sweet peas in the summer, and the way to keep sweet peas flowering, if you don't know, they're very pretty, very perfumed little flowers, but the way to keep it flowering is to cut flowers. So they're made to be cut. So, but they don't have very long stalks and they're quite delicate. And I could not get a small vase for love nor money. So I thought I'm going to make some. So next year when he grows his sweet peas, I'm going to have 3 vases on the go. And that way we can keep it flowering, which will be absolutely beautiful. They don't have to be huge vases. Well, they can't be huge vases because the stems are only about sort of that longish. Some a bit longer, some are a lot shorter. So I thought I could put artificial flowers in them through the winter, and then put the sweet peas in there through the summer. I'm going to put them all 3 in a row on my kitchen window ledge, so they should look really nice. The colours I'm going to go with, I'm definitely having a yellow ochre. I want a sort of bluey tealy colour, so I might have to mix and match that. So I've got a bit of sky blue here, that's Magic Fly, and I'll add to it as I need to. So this will be yellow ochre, this will be the tealy bluey sapphire colour, and this one will be a green. I haven't really chosen my inks yet. I'm going to go see how I go. So first one first, I'm going to use my yellow ochre, which I love this colour, and I'm not a yellow person at all. So I'm going to put, let's just move that forward a bit so you can see it properly. Quite a few drops. I've got about 160 mils of the J. Dixon Deep Pour, parts A and B, which is 2 to 1, part A to B, by, was it grams or volume? I've been doing volume, so I hope that's right. By volume, yeah, phew. I measured it all by volume. So let's move those 2 out of the way for now. Right, okay, let's go for it. Probably need quite a lot, I'm thinking. So I'm not going to count drops, I'm just going to squirt. I don't want to run out of it either because I love the colour. Look at that, it's like a lovely amber. Oh, I love that colour. I really do. They smell a bit though, these Magic Fly ones. I do like them. I'm going to try and get them individually rather than buy a set, because I'd always want this amber. Beautiful. Needs a bit of stirring in though. I don't want it to be at all smeary or lumpy or, you know, streaky. Make sure you get it all off the sides. Looking better. Still a bit streaky. I've had a bit of a rubbish week with my resin this week. Goes to show you can only have so many good times, can't you? But out of it all, I've got this lovely blue jar, which is really a lovely shape. It does have a lid, but I'm not doing the lid. But it's full of bits because it was resin that I reused, like bits of flowers in them. So that's a bonus. And this one I did with wild flowers, dried flowers. Of course, they all float, don't they? So I'm not quite sure how to keep them in their place. But I love the shape of that one. It's slightly bulbous. But yeah, so I've sort of got something out of it, but I feel like it's all been a bit of a no. But I've got a plan for what I'm doing. I'm just waiting for a mould to come, and I'm going to be setting out what I'm going to do next. So that's just about it. That's that one. So let's go on to let's put that away. I want to I'm going to start with this sky blue. Oh, such awkward things to get into. Maybe I'll just keep with the sky blue. It's rather lovely, isn't it? See what it comes out as once it's mixed. I sort of want them to look, what do I want, like glass, you know. And this isn't very bubbly, this resin. And if you look, I did this with the same resin. I actually can't see any bubbles in there at all. So it degasses itself really well. I always feel like it's a bit of a bonus when you get no bubbles. Funny thing was, getting those jars out of the moulds has killed me. Oh dear, you need so much muscle power because the silicone moulds are so, these are my moulds, and they were so unbendy. I couldn't get them off. Anyway, but I got there in the end. Main thing. It's quite a nice colour, isn't it? Let's give it a little bit more. And that's the sky blue. It's sort of got a bit of a greeny tinge. I like that. So that's the sky blue, the Magic Fly sky blue. Can you see that? Is it in focus? There we go. So Magic Fly sky blue and Magic Fly yellow ochre. Smeary's a little bit streaky. I want this to be right, so it's worth putting in the time. I know I can be a bit slapdash, but I'm trying not to be. I'm trying very hard not to be. Yeah, that looks pretty. They're little bubbles. It looks like little bits, but it's little bubbles. Okay, so we've got those two colours together, which are rather gorgeous. And now we're going to have a green. Green, what green should we go for? I don't want a dark green, I want a sort of limey, lemony green. I've got a flat green, I don't want that. Just an ordinary like glass green, I don't want that. I've got an emerald green, I don't want that. Well, I don't know, what's it like? That sort of colour. Perhaps with a bit of yellow in it. Oh, let's go with that. Otherwise I'll be debating it for the next half hour. Let's go with this, and then if necessary I'll add a bit of ordinary yellow. Oh, that's definitely going to need some yellow. I can see that now. So let's find some. That's Let's Resin. Oops, where are you? Emerald green. And let's go for a Let's Resin yellow. I do tend to try and keep the brands together because not all of them mix very well. This is, let's give it a shake. This is Let's Resin lemon yellow. So I'll put a squirt in there. See what we get. Not bad. Not bad, I say. Oh yeah, I like that. It's good when a plan comes together, isn't it? That's a lovely colour. I'm quite pleased with that. That was a combination of Let's Resin, emerald green and lemon yellow. Beautiful. Okay, so that's that. Here we go. So the first one is this shape. I can't remember what the picture showed, but I'm sure it'll be very pretty. So let's go with the first one we mixed, which was the yellow ochre. I'm just going to give it a little squirt into the top. There's hardly any bubbles, but I'm just going to give it the best shot. There we go. And in we go. It's exciting. I've never done a vase. That is such a beautiful colour. So I'm just pouring it slowly onto the top. There. Just to let it find its own way down. I reckon I'd probably use 150 on each of them. That's millilitres. I've got a bit left because I've made 165, but I'm going to leave it a second because it does go down a little bit as it settles into all the little, give it a little bang. Get up the air bubbles come up. Okay, let's go with the teal next. I'll move that out of the way. It's not what teal, bluey, sky blue, wasn't it actually? Yeah. So, oh, let's give it a bit of a blitz. Let's see. There we go. And I'll do the same again. Can you hope you can see? All right. Just pouring into the centre. It's got a bit of a bottleneck at the top, so I'll well, this one's taking more. Oh, I've got enough. Oh, dear, oh, close call. I have to remember that. That one takes a little bit more. And then the green. Same method. Right, that's that one. So I don't know if you can see, well, you probably can't, and I can't tilt it, but it looks like it hasn't really come up to the top there. So I'm just sort of going to give it a little squidge, see if I can help it do that. Perhaps use a stick. Not really. I guess it must have come all the way up. Oh gosh, suspense. Right, this one can take a little bit more. Can you see that all right? Yeah. I don't mind if it domes slightly either. As I pour in, it sort of comes up and then it goes down a little bit, so I guess it is filling itself. Whoops. Let's put a bit more on the green. Is that going down or coming up? There's that little bump. And the blue. Now presently they are all slightly, just slightly domed. There we go. So now they're going to take, because they've done them with a deep pour resin, they are going to take a little bit longer to cure, especially as it's not that warm in here at the moment. Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm quite excited about that. I am. Oh yeah, I'm more than a bit excited actually. Oh, this one's come out a little bit and I'm hoping that goes back down. We'll see, but never mind, those bits will be easy to trim off. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. So let's see. Okay, so I'll see you later. If you like what you see so far, please thumbs up and subscribe. and I'll speak to you very soon. I confess I've demoulded these off screen because they were incredibly hard to get out the moulds, and it would be no fun for you to watch me struggling, but we did get them out in the end, and look at what they've turned out like. Absolutely beautiful. They could be made of glass. I'm just loving them. If you like what you see, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.